Most people assume that a forward lunge is an entry-level exercise and that everybody should do it. But I couldn't disagree any more with that. In fact, I think the forward lunge is an incredibly challenging exercise. So in this video, we're going to explain not only why it's so challenging, but we're going to break it down and we're going to show you guys how to do it for maximum safety and effectiveness. I don't know about you, but oftentimes when I go into a commercial gym, it's not uncommon to see people taking general population clients their first day in the gym and having them perform a forward lunge. And when you really unpack it, it's a very, very challenging exercise. You've got to decelerate your momentum. You got to slow down. You got to land appropriately. You've got to stabilize and control your foot, your ankle, your knee, your hip. You got to be able to power out of it. There's a ton going on in a forward lunge. And that's why, at least for me, it's not a standard entry-level progression. With a new client, it may be something in half kneeling, in split stance. It may even be a reverse lunge, okay? But starting off with a forward lunge is a very, very challenging endeavor for most of our general population and even our higher level athletes, okay? Now, with that being said, that doesn't mean you can't do it safely and effectively. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna bring in my guy E here, and I'm gonna show you guys exactly how we coach and cue it here at iFast. All right guys, so I got my guy E here to help me demo the forward lunge. Now, again, if your client's not ready for this, put them in a split stance. Let them do a split squat. Let them do something in half kneeling. Make them successful first. But if they are ready, here's how we do a forward lunge. So I'm gonna get out of the way, and what E is gonna do, he's gonna take a normal step forward. You don't want it to be too exaggerated. So when he takes a step forward, you want him to end up in something close to a 90-90 position. All right, he can feel the whole foot, he's balanced, and then from here, he's gonna power out of that. All right, so he's really gotta push to get back up to the top. So just give me like 2 or 3 here. So he's gonna step forward, feel that whole foot, push out of the bottom. Again, feel the whole foot, push and power out of the bottom. Now, there's really 3 things that I see when most people screw this exercise up. Number 1, when they lunge forward, they can't control their momentum. So here's what you see. They end up on their toes and they really drive their knees forward. Now, knees over toes, not necessarily a bad thing. Knees excessively over the toes, definitely a bad thing. That's gonna hurt your knees. Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2 is not maintaining a good stable core as they come up. So what you'll see is Eric takes a step forward, he has to arch to kind of power his way out of the bottom. So this means either number 1, you're using too much load or the exercise isn't appropriate. All right, number 3, if I have Eric face the camera here, he starts to lose that foot, knee, hip alignment that we've talked about numerous times. So as he steps forward, again, he doesn't have stability and control through his hip and his knee, and he ends up losing that good position. So every time you lunge, you wanna make sure you keep your foot, your knee, and your hip in a nice straight alignment. All right guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, I'm gonna ask for 3 quick things. Number 1, hit the like button. Number 2, subscribe to the channel so you get more great content like this. And 3, if there's anything else you want to see from me or questions you have, leave them in the comments section below and I'll do my best to get back to each and every one of you.